Hi kids, we are going to study our first lesson, Input-Output Devices. A computer is a machine that works on electricity. It is very fast and whatever might be the result it is producing, it will be very accurate also because it is using digital waves. That means square waves. There are three basic functions in a computer system. First one is accepting inputs from the user. Then second one, it is processing of that one. If you are processing data and instructions which you are accepting from the user, it will produce information. That information will be given to the client or the user through the output devices. Next, we have to study what is hardware and software. You know that a computer system works with the help of hardware and software. So what's the definition of hardware? The physical parts of a computer that we can touch and see are called hardware. Example, monitor, CPU, speaker, etc. Software, a set of instructions that helps the hardware to work in a desired manner. Example, MS Paint, Word, PowerPoint, etc. This hardware and software, they are interdependent. Without software, you can't work with a computer. Likewise, if hardware is not there, then the software is of no use. We all know when we are using a computer, we will use some additional devices like printer, scanner, and all. Such devices which are attached to a computer, we are calling it as peripheral devices. Next, we have to study what are input devices. The devices through which we enter our data and instructions are called input devices. Some of the common input devices you have to study in this chapter. First one is keyboard. The next you have to study mouse, scanner, barcode reader, light pen, digital camera, web camera, microphone, touchpad and touchscreen. A keyboard is used to type data and instructions into a computer. A common keyboard will contain 104 keys. Some keyboards will contain even more than that. The keys on a keyboard are categorized into 5. First one, typing keys. It is mainly used to type letters and digits, along with some special symbols. Then the next one, we are having control keys. It is used to control the operations in a computer. Either a single key or a combination of keys can be used for this purpose. Example, Control, Alt, Escape, etc. Then the next category is functional keys. They are used to perform specific tasks. There are F1 to F12 functional keys are there. They are mainly placed on the top of the keyboard. And each of these function keys are having separate functions to perform according to different programs. Then the next one, it is navigation keys. They are used to move to the documents or web pages, and even you can edit text with the support of these keys. Arrow keys, page up, down, delete, all these are the examples for navigation keys. Then the next one, it is numeric keys. As we all know that 0 to 9 digits are available on your keyboard. These numeric keypad are placed on the right side of the keyboard. It is mainly used to type the numbers at a fast speed. It includes some arithmetic operators and decimal point too. The next input device which you have to study is mouse. It's a small pointing device with 2 or 3 buttons on its top. When we move the mouse, the pointer on your screen also moves along with it. A control on this movement is used to select objects, and it will help you to open files and folders also. It is also helping you to draw pictures. So these are the 5 points which you have to study. Then the next input device, it is scanner. It's mainly used to read text or pictures printed on a paper. Then that particular data will be translated to information, and it can be understood by the computer because most probably this information will be in the form of zeros and ones. Once it is being read from the paper, it can be easily copied to your computer. The most commonly used scanner is flatbed scanner, which has flat tray with a glass pane. On the glass pane, we will keep our paper, and it can be closed with a covering lid so that a light beam will pass through this paper and the content of that paper will be read out by the scanner. So that is the procedure for scanning a paper. There are 3 types of scanners. One is flatbed scanner, just we have studied. The next one it is sheet feed scanners. Then the next one it is handheld scanner. Then the third input device which you have to study is barcode reader. Barcode reader consists of light source which emits lights from the device, and a lens, then a light sensor too. You might have seen barcodes on different products at the back or side of their products. It will be made up of a series of black lines of different thickness with white space between. Along with these lines and white space, there will be number also. When this barcode reader is reading this particular barcode, it will send information about that particular product to a computer so that it can identify which product it is. Then the next input device which you have to study is a light pen. It is also a pointing device like your mouse. Using this one, you can select the objects on the screen. Light pens are much easier to draw pictures on the screen compared to a mouse. It's being used by engineers, architects, fashion designers, etc. The next input device is digital camera. It's used to take photographs and record videos, and whatever you have taken, it will be get stored in a memory chip. Later, it can be transferred to a computer for storing, editing, and printing papers, etc. The next one is web camera. Web cameras are mainly used to capture still images and live videos, which will be definitely connected to your computer. And even it can be used for video telephony on internet, for example Skype. Now we are getting into the last session of input devices. The first one here you are going to see in the slide is microphone. It is used to record voice, music, sound onto your computer. For that, there should be sound card enabled on your system, which will help you to record sound inputs from the environment. It is used in many applications like telephones, tape recorders, karaoke system, hearing aids, etc. Second last input device which you have to study is touchpad. You can see on the picture. It is used on laptop computers instead of mouse. It's a touch sensitive area which can be used to control the movement of the cursor on your screen by moving your fingers on it. Then the last one it is touch screen. It's a sensitive area on your system. You can touch and select any objects using your fingers. For that thing, you need not require any pointing device. For example, tablets, laptops, ATM, cell phone, etc. Now we are going to study about output devices. These devices are used to display data that we enter onto the computer and the result that we get after processing. Examples for output devices are monitor, printer, speaker, etc. First, we are going to study about monitor. They are the most common output device. It is somewhat similar to your TV. The output that we get on a monitor, we are calling it as soft copy. There are three types of monitors in the market. The first one, it is CRT monitor. They are less expensive, but it consumes more electricity. Then second one, it is LCD, liquid crystal display monitors. They are much thinner, lighter than your CRT monitors, but it is having less lifetime compared to that, and it consumes less electricity also. The next one, it is LED. LED is the third type of monitor, which is also somewhat similar to LCD, but the picture quality of LED is much more than this LCD, and the lifetime of LED monitors are high compared to LCD monitors. Second output device which we have to study, it's about speakers. This output device is used to listen to music and sound effects from the computer. It might be built in a system, or it can be connected to a system using cables or Wi-Fi. Third one, it's all about printers. It used to print outputs onto a paper. The printed copy of information on a paper is called hard copy. There are three types of printers. First one is dot matrix printer. It's like a typewriter. It creates the impressions on a paper by striking the ink on it. Because of that, it is noisy and it produces less quality prints compared to other type of printers. Mainly the output of the dot matrix printer will be in black and white. Even you can take multiple copy of your printouts using carbon paper in this particular printer. Second one, it is inkjet printers. They spray droplet of ink onto a paper to form text and graphics. It is available in black and white style as well as colored. It produces high quality prints compared to dot matrix printer, and it can be used for your routine purposes. Then the third one, it is laser printer. It uses laser beams and dry ink to print. They are the fastest one, and it produces high quality images, and they are expensive too. It's mainly used in publishing houses. Now it's time to do the first assignment. Here I have given 3 questions. You can find the answers of all these 3 questions from your textbook. Write down this one in your notebook as assignment number 1 and upload its PDF copy on Google Classroom. Thank you.